innovation and creativity. Apparently, I got to share the screen now. Wait, I'm going to share the screen. Have you all seen the course outline now?
Not yet, Prof.
Mana boleh not yet. The course outline is on your Eurox. It's already on your Eurox. Okay, but before we go to the course outline, let me share something else with you. I share something else with you. Firstly, I must introduce myself because just now I asked a question. Mona said, never seen this guy before. Yes or not? So now some of you are wondering, Ashkin is wondering, this guy, can he read and write or not? Then I must share something with you. Okay, wait, yeah. Can you see? I'm going to introduce myself to you. So be prepared. I am your facilitator. Okay, my name. Okay, my name, Ashkin, my name is not Professor Dr. Siri or nonsense, all that. My name is just Roland. That's it. Okay, just call me Roland. And I put down here my academic qualifications because, yeah, so that you know that I can read and I can write. And I'm also on some boards for reviewing case studies and stuff like that. Anyway, that's it. Then business experience, very important now. So I used to work with Anderson Consulting for many years, and then I worked. I was running the Malaysian office. Started some company, and then started another company with venture capitalist funding, and yeah. After that, I joined. After 2007, I joined the university. Right, so I retired very early. Right, and then I just recently, a couple of years back, we started this company called the Joy Factory. Joy Factory, the purpose is to help OKU, right? Provide them with exercise, fitness. Okay. I do a lot of consultancy, of course, and so the consultancy I'm working now is on Toyota for their promotion evaluations. So that's about my work. This is my show-off page. Ashkin, I'm showing off here. My research grant, my award. Oh, hey, Ashkin, you don't laugh. This one is from Ministry of Higher Education. No, don't play. Ashkin.
Salute, Prof. Salute.
Very good. I was the National Outstanding Researcher. I won in 2015. In 2018, I won National Outstanding Educator. Finalist only. I was finalist lah. Very unhappy, no, Ashkin. Very unhappy. They shortlist to 5 people. I was one of the 5 people. Right? And the guy who won, he's shorter than me, he's not as good looking also. And he won. I was so upset. So,
He lobby already lah, Prof. He lobby ready to win. Maybe you don't lobby enough.
Not what?
Lobby.
Betul. I agree. Must be lobby lah. Whenever I lose, it's lobby. When I win, it's not lobby. So I was thinking, how can somebody shorter and not as good looking as me win? I was not happy. Anyway, then the Joy Factory Outstanding Social Enterprise, we put in the company business model for that one, and we were finalists for that as well. These are some of the things we did. Then also, that's on that one. Of course, on the research side, we've done a lot of successful work. I wrote the first global report on entrepreneurship. This was always a report done for many years out of UK and US. And after I came on board, I managed to get them to write that report here. So from Malaysia and under Tun Abdul Razak University. So that was pretty good. And then a regional ASEAN report I was the first to write that one. There were 2 reports on that one. So I put down the citation as well. so you can have a look. But however, you know, Morna, this report, if you download, I've given you the link. At night when you cannot sleep, you start to read this report. By the second page, you sure fall asleep. It's very useful for that. For sleeping lah, mereka yang susah nak tidur. Pushpa, if you can't sleep, Pushpa, you just download this lah. Guarantee you fall asleep. Boring.
You can turn this become a business. It's a good business.
Yeah, Chan, I really think so, Chan.
Yeah.
Chan, please help me to promote this. Tell them, don't go insomnia, you can't sleep, don't go see doctor. Get my book and read it, you fall asleep. Okay, class house rules. What are the rules in the class? Well, when we have a class, okay, first thing, one voice. Whose voice? My voice. All right. I speak, you listen. All right. What are you? You are my minions. Some of you got two eyes. Some of you. Have you ever watched this movie or not?
Yes, got
Yes, Prof.
This is a very, very good movie, very funny one. One voice. And also in my class, I want what? Equal voice. All students must speak, get involved, not just one person, isn't it? So everybody, so everybody can share their opinions, and when we discuss something. Be present, make sure your camera is on, make sure your mic is working, but switch off your mic when you're not talking. Otherwise, your mother at the back scolding you, also we all can hear. Okay, if your camera is on, you'll be present. If your camera is not on, there's a high risk that you will be absent. Physically, you're there, but you know, spiritually, you're not there. Online etiquette, again, make sure your mic is off, and make sure if your phone is on or something, just put it on silent. That one you know. Timekeeping, I refer this to make sure you submit your assignments on time, guys. Right? Submitting assignments on time very important. Later I'll tell you why. The other thing is this thing, UROX. What does you? Can anyone tell me what UROX stands for? What does the UROX mean? What does it mean, UROX?
I only know it's a LMS. It's a learning management tool. But I do not know what's the full form.
You see, Alistair, never bothered to check what UROX stand for. Anyone knows?
Uni Razak.
You are Lina. You see, I'm checking. Pushpa, you know or not?
Don't know, sir.
Don't know. That's why. See, in my class, at least I will give you the proper education. I'll now tell you what it stands for. Okay? Now you know. Aslina, now you know.
I think I need to submit to my IPO for trademark already.
Hey, you all please don't go and tell management the university, they will scold me, okay? Hey, Roland, what are you going to say? You're Roland. I can, but you're right, Uni Razak online experience, y'all. The UROX is sangat penting. It's very important. It is our connection. All the notes will be there. Everything will be there. Assignment, everything. So y'all must go online and read whatever is there. Okay? There are many additional notes we don't do in class, additional material. So you need to improve yourself. Okay? Just so that you know. A lot of it has not been put up yet, but as you go along, you find that a lot of things will come up again. Then the other thing to remember, guys, is this. Upload your picture onto UROX. In UROX, you know, you have that round thingy where you can put your picture. Please upload your picture. Why? Because we have 5 marks for attendance and participation. If you attend class, every class, you only get 1 mark. But if you participate in everything, you got 4 marks. The question is, how will I know who you are? Because I have many classes. I cannot remember all the names. Ashikin, there's many. Aslina, there's many. Right now. But if you put your picture, I will recognize. But if you put your picture, but you never on your camera, also I won't like. Can't recognize who you are. Just let you know. And then Ashkin, that's the worst part. Ada orang yang letak gambar dia, Pushpa, I'm not bluffing you. They put their gambar, they are standing far away in one garden. They're standing far away with a face mask. They put that picture. Buat apa? I cannot see your face. Your face. Ayo. Respond when you need to. Make sure your assignments are submitted, right? And then look at all the materials that are there as well. Okay. All right. So, now you introduce yourself. Okay. Short name. That means what the people call you. Where are you from? Are you from Pluto or Mars? Where? What industry are you in? Okay. We will start with Pushpa. Pushpa is there, looking very excited and can't wait to speak. Short name is Pushpa. Pushpa, where are you from? Can't hear you, lah.
I'm from Sungai Buloh.
Sungai Buloh, okay, that's nearby, lah. Very nice.
Yes.
What industry are you in wherever you're working?
Actually, I have been work at the aircon industry. So the past 3 years, I'm now fully housewife.
Oh, you are in the home industry, lah.
Now home industry, home minister.
Hey, hello, Pushpa. That's
Yes.
a lot of work, okay? That's a lot of work. Many people don't realize, right? Do you have kids and all that?
Yeah, I got 2 kids.
There you go. How old are they?
Elder one is 8 years old, and then the second one is 3 years old.
Good luck to you.
It's very hard.
It's very hard. But I know it's hard. You know why? Because I cook. I cook at home. I am the cook at home.
Oh, I see.
My wife doesn't cook. Just to let you know, Pushpa, my wife doesn't know where the kitchen is. She still doesn't know. After so many years, she has no clue. She doesn't. You see, we have one rule in my house. The rule in my house is everybody should do what they like, so that they enjoy themselves and they're happy. And so the rule is I like to cook. So I will buy the things, I will cook, no problem. I don't like to do the washing up. Washing up, I tak suka. That means after cooking, eat all the plates dirty in the sink, all that one my wife will do. She don't mind. Then certain cleaning, all I won't do. That one, not to say I can't do, but it's something sometimes you don't enjoy it, So she will do that. So we all do what we like, in the sense that everybody take responsibility for different things. And I think that's useful. So that's good. That's good. But at least you have some work experience also. So when we do the assignments, the reason I'm asking this question, industry, is because it's for the assignments later you will see. Okay. All right. So thank you for that. Thank you for that sharing. Mr. Chan, yes.
Hi, Prof.
Hi.
So just to have a joke lah. So actually short name in uni, I would be preferably to be called as Cantik lah. Cantik punya king lah, because of my name.
Good one, good one.
So yeah. So people call me Cantik. Nowadays, sometimes I have to look back to see whether it's my first name.
Not fair. I want that name. I want that name. I think that's really nice.
but in a professional way, people call me TK lah, TK Chan. People call me TK.
You need that. Otherwise, nobody, Chan. Otherwise, nobody will take you seriously. Even in a professional setting, I call you Chante. Everybody laugh.
yeah, understood. But I mean, different industry, because last time was in education industry before. So I mean, play with the students, have to introduce myself as Chante lah. Easier for them to
nice
be
way to
corrected.
break the ice lah. Good one.
Yeah.
Oh, so currently, what industry are you in?
I would say more on the business solution, like business consultation or business, depending on business coaching, that kind of things lah.
Okay. Does it involve like training and stuff like that, or you're supplying some software?
Parts of it, because when it comes to business solutions, right, they are quite how to say, cover a lot of areas. Can be like business franchising up to like consultation, SOP, like quite a lot of things. I mean, although not myself that cover everything, but we have in a way a team in a sense.
A team, okay. Very interesting, isn't it? When I was doing consulting work, I remember the 4 years I was at Anderson. It's like that, every time is a different industry. So one day I'll be in the pharmaceutical industry. The next day I'll be in the logistics industry because we are consultant. So we do different things. Yeah, I know what you mean. Business is quite varied in that sense. So that's very interesting, but good learning indeed. Right. So that's fantastic. Right. So thanks for sharing. Azlina, what about you? We'll call you Azlina.
Yeah, you can call me Azlina. I work in the government, Malaysian Rubber Board.
Malaysian Rubber Board. Okay,
Yeah,
but where are you from?
I'm from Subang Jaya, but originally from Penang. I have been staying in Selangor since I was 18. My parents also are here, so
long time. So
yeah.
in Subang, is it Subang Jaya or USJ?
Pinggiran USJ.
Pinggiran USJ. Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. Rubber board. Do you know that one of the people I work with, his grandfather, I think, brought in the first rubber seeds lah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, his grandfather, and I'm working with him on some consultancy project lah.
Must be from RRI.
He's not from RRI.
Oh,
He's not. He's now in a different industry.
I see.
But he's previously the Orang Putih lah. At that time, quite interesting. So good that you're involved in something else. I want to get an idea of the class and see the different things that they are involved in. So that's very interesting. When you say you're involved in the rubber board, you say rubber board?
Yeah, Malaysian Rubber Board.
Malaysian Rubber Board. That means you all are looking at what the prices or guidelines or policies or
All in. We have Malaysian Rubber Exchange, that one for the price. I'm actually in the publication.
Okay. So you must be very knowledgeable. You read everything.
I read a lot.
Good. That is coming very handy. Later on and do your assignment. Okay. Right. Who else wants to share? I'm very democratic. Anyone else? Ashkin, what about Ashkin?
Hi, Prof.
Hi.
Okay, Chicken, that you call it, my name. All right, I'm originally from Malacca, but stayed in KL like for so long, right? So I'm in KL.
KL, which part? KL is very large.
Jalan Ampang.
Jalan Ampang. Okay.
Yeah, the heart of the KL. Yes.
No.
KLCC.
Ampang is not the heart of KL. No lah.
No, near KLCC, lah, of the Golden Triangle. I'm there.
At the tip of the triangle lah.
Okay lah, still in the triangle. So industry that I'm in a banking industry. Been working in many
What industry?
banks.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Banking, Prof.
Banking. Okay.
Yeah. So been from one bank to another. Overall, I have like about 20 years of experience of working, but mostly
Which
it's
sector in the banking is so broad? Is it retail? Wholesale?
Okay, retail banking. But the current one I'm in is actually marketing, consumer banking marketing.
Consumer banking. I dare not ask you the bank name because I work with too many people in the major banks in Malaysia.
Yeah, I also do not want to reveal which vendor.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice meeting you, Prof, and everyone in the class.
Good. Yeah. So I don't know why. It just so happened that I work with too many C-suite guys in the current banking
very
industry.
sure, because your consulting nature, I'm sure that you know like quite a number of them like in the industry.
Yeah, I'm working with them even now as we speak. So never mind. That's good information. Good to know. It'll help you in your assignments as well. Anybody else? Morna, where's Morna?
Yes, Prof.
You still there? You didn't go and get a coffee?
No. Yeah, my name is Mona. I'm from Sabah, Kota Kinabalu.
Oh, I love Sabah lah. Mona, I tell you, I just love Sabah. You know, Mona, I took a flight to KK. Then from there, I hired a truck, a 4-wheel drive, and I drove all the way to the north side of Sabah. Yeah. I always find the Sabahan people very nice, very friendly. So you are in KK itself,
Yeah, KK.
And what industry are you in?
Food and services.
food and services.
Yeah.
Okay, very
Mm.
interesting, very challenging, huh? Not so straightforward and easy.
Yeah.
But do you know, I just want to, you all don't know lah, but I know. Do you know that the mountain in Indonesia has exploded again, and the dust is coming, especially to the northern part of Sabah.
Correct.
Again, has it started coming there? It's supposed to come there on the 5th.
5 days, they say monitor for 5 days, but so far okay. We have been raining for the past 2 days. Yeah, so I wasn't sure whether it's an acid rain or not.
Yeah. Mona, you're absolutely right, because it's silica, and it's quite dangerous. It's bad especially if you ingest it. So it's supposed to be more towards Sabah side, but it can also affect us also, depending on where the wind blows. So Aslina will help us to look at the rubber tree, see whether it's bending which way, to decide on the flow. Hey, y'all don't laugh, okay? Don't try to laugh. This is no joke. Very few people know this, right? That this is happening. So please, guys, be careful. Be aware, right? Don't just simply go out. You might even need to wear your face mask. You never know, right? Okay, thank you for that, Bora. And Ravindran, hi, how are you?
Hi, Prof. Good morning. I'm
Morning,
good.
morning.
I'm from. Yes, Prof.
No, sorry. What do we call you, Ravi or Ravindran?
You can call me RV.
RV. Oh, I tell you.
Yes, very shortened form of my name. It's still same. Ravi is still same.
But not as good as Chante, I tell you.
It's okay lah. I'm not meant to fight with him lah.
So, where are you from? Which part? Where?
I'm from Klang, Prof. I'm from Klang, living and working from Klang.
Klang. Klang. For the rest of you who don't know, Klang is a very
quite precise already. Klang.
Dangerous and very notorious place.
No lah.
No.
To be honest, no lah. It's just the name.
Oh, no.
I don't know why people make fun of it.
Nonsense. Okay, people mention Kappa, Meru, Klang. They all feel, already feeling the sweat. They start to sweat.
I think for people that are actually living in Klang area, we actually don't feel much difference.
Of course, you won't feel much different, because you are the guy who's causing people to be worried. What you're talking? Of course, you won't, nah. Yes or not? Other people who are feeling it, those outside, like Aslina, myself, Pushpa, we all worried. Pushpa, go to Klang to tell the husband, better don't go.
No, Klang safe lah. Klang safe, calm down.
I think that one is maybe many years ago lah, maybe 80s, maybe 70s lah. I mean, nowadays should be okay lah.
Chante, when was the last time you went to Klang? You tell. See, you can't even remember.
Last 2 weeks, I think. Last 2 weeks ago, I went to visit my friend for something.
You went which part of Klang?
Bayu Tinggi.
Are you like Ashkin on the fringes? On the triangle? Which part of Klang you went?
Bayu Tinggi, that's right.
Where are you? Tell me, Bayu, who knows what Morna also doesn't know where Bayu Tinggi. Is it Klang or Kappa Klang or Meru Klang? What are you talking
That
about?
one Bukit Tinggi, I think.
Klang. That one is Klang, nearby my house.
Chan, which is it? Is it inside Klang? Ravi, is it?
It's inside Klang, yes. Bayu Tinggi is
yes,
inside Klang.
It's a newer part of Klang, lah, Prof. It's near Bukit Tinggi too.
You see, Chan. That's why, Chan, you're wrong. That newer part of Klang is okay. But even then, if you go to newer part, anyway, after class, you please check all your limbs, your hands, your legs, it's all there. Hey, Ari, I'm just joking lah. That's the joke that goes around. People are worried about Klang. Not to say where we stay, USJ and Subang. Actually, USJ and Subang is the Beverly Hills. Ashkin doesn't know. She thought that she's staying in the center. USJ Subang is the Beverly Hills. Aslina, we are in the Beverly Hills of the Klang Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We need to advise all these people accordingly that they don't know. Hey, Arvi, what industry are you in?
I'm from marine industry, Prof. I used to be a sailor. I used to be a sailor about 10 years ago. Then I stopped. I became a marine pilot for past 10 years. Then now I left the job. I'm doing marine consultation.
Ooh, damn cool. Ravi, if I was next to you, I'd shake your hand. I have never met a person who introduced themselves as a sailor. That's damn cool, man. That is so.
I think last year I had one student also. I'm not sure what it introduced. My senior was here also studying in Uni Razak.
Yes, you know, one of the things, Ashkin, you know, one of the things that really I'm not happy about is because I've met many people at parties, functions, conference, and shake their hands, you know, but nobody has ever introduced themselves to me as a soldier. Hello, and what do you do? Oh, I'm a soldier. There are so many soldiers in Malaysia, but none of them have ever shook my hand. Pushpa, have you ever met the person who introduced themselves? Hi, my name is Roland. I'm a soldier. Have they said that?
My husband is soldier.
My brother-in-law
please.
also a soldier.
My brother also.
So please send your brother, your husband.
Hold on, I didn't hear. Whose brother?
Mine, my brother. One of my brothers.
I tell you, today I'm going to celebrate. I must have done something wrong, something right today. That I met somebody who's a sailor. I met somebody who's got a soldier in their family. I seriously, I've never. I'm telling you this story. I tell you guys, the reason why I'm telling you this story, because in my relatives, nonsense, these people all, when you introduce her, they all are doctor, lawyer, engineer, or someone, and it irritates the hell out of me. And then whenever you meet them for the first time, they will try to size you up, Let's say they're meeting Arvi, hey, Arvi, oh, so what do you do? They ask you, what do you do? Because they want to see where you stand. What is your status? So it irritates the hell out of me. So whenever I go for, I don't like to go for the family functions. And my wife always, you got to come now, you got to show your face. So you know what I do? When I meet them, I will see, they will ask me, all the guys will hang around one side and ladies will be somewhere in the kitchen somewhere because they thought ladies belong there, but it's wrong. So then then the guys they talk to me, they meet me for the first time, they'll say, what do you do? You know what I'll tell them? I'll tell them I'm a plumber. Yeah, I said I'm a plumber. Plumber. Now, if you're really educated, you would say plumber because the B is silent. Correct or not? If you don't know, you will say plumber. So when they say, what are you? I said, I'm a plumber. Then you know what they'll say? Oh, I see, you're a plumber. Then I know whether how smart they are. So that's my mind. So I go and say that. Then somebody in the crowd, and somebody will go to the kitchen somewhere, find my wife, and somehow it'll enter my wife's ear that I have gone and introduced myself as a plumber. And then when I get into the car after that, my wife get very upset with me. My wife said, what are you doing? You go and introduce yourself as a plumber. I said, yeah, because I'm fed up and tired. And I told my wife, that's why I told you, don't bring me along. Why you bring me? Now you see, I embarrass you. So don't take me. And I said, the next place you take me to, I'm going to introduce myself as a soldier. I don't know any soldiers, but today in my class, after class, I'm going to tell my wife. I said, Pushpa's husband is a soldier. How cool is that? And Arvi is a sailor. So the next meeting, I'm going to introduce myself as a soldier. Right? Let's see, look at their faces, what happens. And then in the following meeting, if I meet anyone, I'm going to tell sailor. Ravi, Arvi, I want to see their faces, because they all have this, sometimes people have this status thing. Everybody has to be a doctor. But there are many things that people can do, isn't it? Not just one thing. But it's a bit sad. But there you go. Especially people who introduce themselves as doctor. You shouldn't do that. Let's say if Azlina is Dr. Azlina, she shouldn't introduce herself as Azlina. She said, "Hi, I'm Azlina." That's the correct way. In my class, there's a student, I don't know if you know him, his name is Zul. He's actually Dr. Zul. He never introduced himself as doctor, never, right? He was in the class as Zul only. But of course, in a lecture like this, I have to introduce myself as Professor Doctor lah, because you all are paying the fee. You want to know whether I can read and write. It's fair lah. But in a business sense, nobody introduces that way at all. Okay, so very interesting lah, Ari. I really want to get to know you, and I think I will even take that risk and go to Klang lah, just to meet with you, so that I can learn so much. Because marine, that's one of the gaps in my knowledge, understanding these things, you know, marine pilot, all this is damn cool. I've been on a container ship and all that lah. I've been, because I used to work offshore at one time when I was very young, off Kuala Terengganu. You take the helicopter 1.5 hours to get there. And I used to do that. I've always found it fascinating, really, really fascinating. So I'm sure you got a lot of experience to share. So, and then it'll help you in your assignment as well. Later you will see. That's why I'm asking you about your industry, guys. Okay. So now let's see.
Hello.
Yeah.
Dr. Roland.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I know you called out my name a few times just now.
So many times lah.
I'm so sorry. I'll have to honestly too. I'm actually at work. I'm also teaching at the moment. So
Good lah you.
I'm actually a tutor myself. Apparently I won't be able to.
No. Don't say you won't be. But ask your student to join in this class. Give them the link.
No, I think they're a little bit too young. They're a little bit too young too.
Hey, that's better lah. I know all these people look old lah. Put some young people on the.
Okay, young kids. Kids, say hi.
Hi.
I'm so sorry. I'll be honest. Earlier,
Jaya, don't apologize and don't worry
Lisa.
about it. It's all, Lisa. It's all been recorded.
Okay.
So even if you miss or whatever, don't worry about it. You can switch it off. Don't worry. Don't just.
So is it all right if I just switched it off and won't be able to respond to it? But anyway, for introductory purposes, I'm Lisa. All right. I'm a teacher. All right. And conducting a public speaking class with my students. And I will have to do this every Saturday at 11:30, exactly the time of this class. And in fact, my tricky plan was to get my husband to sit in for the class, and that was what he did just now.
Oh no, poor thing.
He texted me and said, "Your professor wants you to introduce yourself. I can't mimic your voice."
That's a good one.
That's why I joined it.
But whatever it is, don't tell me that your husband's a soldier.
I know he isn't. But why?
No, never mind. Later when you see the recording, you'll understand why. But anyway, Lisa, don't worry. Any questions that are directed at you, I will get Azlina to answer on your behalf. Okay. Okay. Don't worry. So just carry on.
Azlina.
Enjoy.
Sorry.
Enjoy your class. Enjoy your class.
Thank you so
they
much.
Look like
Thanks for the understanding. Thank you, Professor.
No worries at all. No worries.
I will try to get in once done with class at about 1 o'clock.
Oh, just one more thing before you go. We want to form a WhatsApp group. So
I will share my number.
Share your number. Who's going to be in charge of setting that up? Who does the WhatsApp group? Is it Yogini? I think Yogini.
Please don't ask me. I'm so bad at it.
Anyway, put your number here somewhere, and then Yogini will form a WhatsApp group called Creativity and Innovation. Yogini?
Sure.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you.
Carry on.
Thank you so much.
Don't want to interrupt your class. Right. So, okay, that so poor thing, husbands. You see, Yogini, the dedication of people. I say, don't know what to say. Okay, so Yogini, you set up the WhatsApp group before we forget.
Okay, sure.
And then the rest of you, my number will be on the course plan and everything. Meanwhile, Yogini, can we call you Yogini?
Yeah, Yogini.
So where are you from?
I'm from Johor Bahru.
JB.
Yeah. So currently just finished my degree, so I straight away enrolled in MBA.
Wow.
So I currently working with my family, like family business, the property one.
Oh, nice.
So newly joined.
You're just a new recruit. What do you don't mind me asking, but what was your degree in?
Also business admin,
Business
Bachelor of
Administration.
Business Admin.
Okay, perfect. So I think you will learn a lot here, and the fact that you're working somewhere, it'll help you later on inviting out your assignment because we can use that experience, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Of course, usually in MBA people have many years of experience.
Yeah.
But if you're new as well, don't worry. As we go along, we will try and assist you. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Have I missed out anyone else in this group?
Hey, Prof.
Alistair, tell us.
The name is Alistair. I'm from Nilai.
Nilai.
The industry, I have always been in the customer service industry.
Customer service, any particular type? I mean, like, is it in the food, or is it in the chemical industry, or is it logistics, or the type of business?
Pretty much very similar to you in consulting. You've been around different industries. So in the customer service industry, since I was in a BPO, so it's been in technological and also social medias and quite a few industries.
Wow, that's good. That's very relevant and very interesting, like especially now, social media type industry. So a lot of times you find that in this sort of industry, the emphasis on tech, actually, because the way they're using. I have a student as well who's in forensic media, where he's using his skills to check for scammers and so on like that. Quite interesting. All these are the new type of professions that are there. Okay, is there anyone else that I'm missing out? No, I think we're good. So we kind of like know who each of us are. It's good for me to just see your face, and then at least you know each other. And also on the WhatsApp group, guys, in case there's anything urgent, we can put it on the WhatsApp group, right? WhatsApp group, maybe my name is there, but I'm not so involved except for one or two announcements. But amongst yourself as well, in case you're not sure or something, you can check. It'd be quite useful, I think. So try and do that. Okay, so if we're good with that one, I would like now that we've done that to take a look, see at the, share with you. I will go through the course outline, then I go through the questions, and then we'll do one part, and that's all. So it shouldn't take very long. It's quite fast. So this is the outline. It's already in your UROPS. Okay, guys, you can go there. You can see under syllabus and all that. Basically, it talks about, that's my phone number. Eugenie, later on, you want to include that in the one. And so the course synopsis is basically a brief outline of the course, the learning outcomes that we anticipate from this course, books that you can have. I don't recommend that you get any books out, you know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of materials, and also we'll upload some materials as well. And also you find that on the internet, you can get a lot of other things. Okay, but if you do want to get a book, this is one of you can look at. Also because partly the reason why I say don't get a book, because one is we want to focus on you completing your assignment and doing it well. And also because you only have 6 weeks, you don't have much time. Plus Pushpa has got 2 kids. You all please don't disturb her. Okay, she has her hands full. Okay. You see, I remember everything. So coursework, you got assignment and then you got individual assignment. Both are individual in my case, and 30% of the marks is for final assessment. So one thing I didn't ask you the question is, what SEM are you all in? Is this the second or the first class, or what? How long have you all been studying this thing? Pushpa, are you just new or?
Second.
Second, huh? So normally your courses got how many assignments, one course? How many assignments do they all usually give you?
It's actually been very dependent, Prof.
Huh?
it's been very dependent. Some courses we have had 4 to 5 assignments. Some courses it's one main assignment, then we have Coursera, and then we have a final assessment.
So the reason why I ask you is because mine is very, very simple. I make it very simple. You only have 2 assignments. Itu saja. Just 2 assignments, and then the rest is your final assessment. There's no quiz, there's no midterm, there's no presentation, no dancing demonstration, no cooking demonstration, nothing. Just 2, Azlina, just 2. That's all. So you will have time. Plus, on top of that, as we do, I will also guide you through the assignment. So it's quite straightforward. Okay. That's always been, all my classes are the same. Because we get to the point and then we don't waste too much time. Okay. Then if you look at the course outline, it will also talk about attendance. AI, as far as AI is concerned, guys, here's the thing. You can use AI, you can use Google, you can get information from anywhere that you want, but be careful. Don't just get AI to try and answer the question. Also, the problem is chances are AI will get it wrong. And if it's detected, and don't forget, Turnitin will also detect AI also. Use AI to check, to verify some information, and you can write in your own words and apply to your organization. Itu saja. Nothing wrong with using ChatGPT, is nothing wrong. Many people have this wrong idea. You know, last time, Aslina, budak kecil ada say, oh, jangan bagi handphone is too young lah. Yes, you must protect certain things, but let them use the technology. They will use it for games. Young people who play games, PlayStation and all that, eventually they will use their computers. Eventually, they use their, for example, their notebook for playing games, but eventually they use it for work. So, but they already know and they're familiar with the technology. So you, as my students, I encourage you, use all the latest tech. It is, you either use it for fun or use it to help you in assignment. Tak apa. Why not? Because then your assignment quality is better. If you don't use, you will not learn. So some lecturers say, don't use this, don't use that. I don't think so. This is wrong. Right? So I remember, because I'm 1,000 years old, at one time, Aslina, when the TV, other TV can, the old TV, black and white.
Yeah.
They all say, this is the idiot box. Don't listen to this. Your children will become stupid because you watch TV. Oh my God, they were so wrong. Right?
We watch TV.
Yeah, TV was fantastic. By watching movies, your imagination gets better. Right? You imagine different things. And it's so fantastic. And those guys who didn't watch Arvi, they didn't watch TV, you know, they never watched TV. I watch TV. Today I'm the professor here and they are in my class probably somewhere. I tell you, if ever my friends hear me, they're going to scold me. I tell you, sure, I can remember. Okay, so guys, this is the course syllabus. Can you see? Very neatly, very neat, nicely written. Yes, we will not follow any of this. Just to let you know, so that you are aware. Okay, so this one. So gone, course syllabus, everybody know, you know what you're doing. Don't come and tell me, sir, I have no idea what we're doing. So stop sharing. Next, I want to share with you. Wait, I look for it first. Where is my... Okay, assignment 1. Assignment... What assignment is it? Wait, let me put it up first. Assignment 2. Assignment 1. Okay, I'm going to show you now. I never hide anything from you. This is assignment. I know that all of you all are really excited. You can't wait to start your assignment. You're thinking, sir, after class, sir, I'm not even going to have lunch. I'm going to do the assignment, right? Ashkin, why are you laughing? Am I not telling the truth? You all are hardworking students, aren't you?
Oh my God, yes, we are very excited, Prof.
That's the right answer. Guys, this assignment is 30%, so it's quite a lot, okay? So the assignment is intended to achieve all of these things. If you achieve half, I'll be happy. Instruction. the assignment is suggesting, hold on, move this, to assess and resolve challenges to a business idea using creativity and innovation now, right? So it'll be in a report format, the assignment now. So basically, it's saying the first is broken up into several questions. Okay, choose a realistic, profitable business idea, right? You have to choose what type of industry, why did you choose this idea, how will this idea make profits, where will it be located, what customer pain you will overcome, right? Later I'll explain to you what customer pain is, right? When we say customer pain, what we mean is, I give you an example so that you immediately understand the question. So you want to think of an idea for a business that can be profitable, right? So just now, maybe RV said that he's a sailor or whatever, but maybe now he's doing different things. So he must think of an idea maybe in that industry which can be done, which can actually make a profit, which makes sense. But whenever you want to come up with a good idea, it always have to essentially solve a customer pain. What does that mean? I'll give you one example. In your house, if the sink, the sink, the sinky, your tap, if the water is dripping, that means, sometimes it doesn't work so well. You off the tap, but one drop, tick, tick, tick like that. You have that, isn't it? Sometimes that happens to your sink, right? The water is dripping, but very slow. One. You won't bother lah. Tak apa lah, ya, later lah, check lah, whatever. Not so important. Will you call the plumber? No. Right? Because not that urgent, you will not, because it's one drop, maybe you say never mind later. In my house, my wife definitely will, some houses they ask the husband to help to fix. In my house, my wife will never ask me because she knows there's no way I can fix it. Or if I fix it, there's a good chance, Pushpa, that dropper in the tap, now, after I fix it, it become a fountain. Beautiful. A beautiful fountain in the kitchen. My wife knows. If that happens, then what will my wife say? Call the plumber. Call the plumber. Why? Because now she is willing to call the plumber and pay the plumber. Why? Because her pain is very high. Her pain is very high. When your pain is very low, people won't pay. Right? So I'll give you another example. So in any business, you want to ask the question, this is the American question actually, what is my customer's pain? So students sometimes say, oh, what business do you want to run? Oh, I will open a cafe. What will your cafe sell? Coffee. But hey, hold on. In that same row, there's another coffee shop. You open also coffee, selling coffee as well. Your chances of success is very low. Why? Because the customer pain was also very low. If the customer wants a coffee, I can have it here, I can have it there. Right? The customer can choose. The pain is not very high. On top of that, if there are many coffee shops, you have to charge low price as well. Because if you charge high, the customer will go somewhere else. Because the customer have many choices. Right? So a lot of things, when the urgency, when the pain or the difficulty or the challenge is high and urgent, people will pay you. So you got to provide a service that does that. If your service is not important, right, people can choose to go. Maybe they go, maybe they don't go. That is why you find a lot of restaurants will close down. Because if they want, they go. If they don't want, they don't go. But if you happen to be, if RV is a top brain surgeon in Malaysia, the #1 brain surgeon, What do you think? Right? So Morna, are you married? Morna is married.
Yeah.
And she knows RV because RV is the top brain surgeon in Malaysia. And Morna knows that she has to put a new brain in for her husband. And the pain is very, because she cannot tahan. The husband give her a hard time. She will go to RV. Even RV says, "Oh, you have to. I'm a top surgeon. You have to pay me 150,000." Morna say, "Okay, I'll pay." Brain transplant. And Morna, I'm just joking lah. Okay, but basically you get the idea lah. Customer pain lah. That's what they mean now when they say customer pain, guys. Okay, so choose a realistic. So the first thing, then conduct a detailed failure mode effect analysis. Later, I'll be putting up all the notes for you for failure mode analysis. It's very simple, guys. Right? If you have never heard about it, you'll be wondering what it is. But later, at some point, by next week or what, we'll be doing that. Right? This week, we are going to do just the introduction. So FMEA, but if any of you want to do the assignment earlier, don't worry. If not today, tomorrow, I will upload all these notes for you. Right? So you just go and read these notes. Immediately, you start doing your assignment. Very easy. Then the creativity input. What is your creative input based on FMEA, right? So what are you going to do different? And then the other question is, what is your innovation input? Because when you do FMEA, it is an instrument to test the business to see what is the shortcoming. Pushpa says she wants to open a restaurant. Okay, fine. All right. Then we need to test what can go wrong. Then we also need to ask the question, how can we make it different to make it successful, both in terms of creativity, as well as innovation. So we will learn shortly what these two things are. Okay, guys. And then your conclusion, what is your realistic evaluation of the potential for this idea? Then after you do your analysis for this potential idea, then you start to ask the question, right? Is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? Why? Why do you think there's a good chance of it succeeding? And so on. That's that analysis again, right? So that is as far as the first question is concerned. The due date, guys, is the 19th of May. Now the due date is sangat penting. You must submit by the due date. Let me say something to you about the due date. Why I said the due date is important. Remember at the start also I said timelines are important. I explained to you why. After I've helped you with the question, you will start to do the question. If you submit by the 19th, guys, I mark the papers quite fast. Within 24 hours, you will get your grades. And in the 24 hours, I will know if something has gone wrong. If your paper is in danger of getting a low mark, and you have submitted it to me, I can make the corrections on the area and send it back to you. And I'll say, hey, Morna, I give you another 4 or 5 days. You do this correction, you send it back to me. You understand? So in my class, nobody can fail. Azlina, nobody can fail in my class. Nobody.
I want an A.
Huh? You want an A?
An A.
You want an A? Tengoklah tu ni. Ini dia. Yogini, nobody in this class can fail. Even if you try very hard, you cannot fail. The only way to fail is not to submit your assignment. A, I don't know lah. Aslina wants an A. So, how lah? Everybody wants an A. So my point is this, right? But this can only work if you submit on time. Let's say the due date is 19. You go and submit on the 23rd. Now you're on your own. Two things will happen. One is your mark will come back to you very slow. Why? Because I've moved on. When I put the date 19, it means I've allocated time to mark your paper. I mark all the papers that come in. If the paper that did not come in, now I'm not marking. You submit after later, you wait because I'm now doing other things. Then later I come back. And then that late paper, there is no going back to you. If you happen to have done it badly, you get a very low mark. And there's no sending it back to you. Because you know why? There's no time already. Time has run out. So, so try and do that, guys, because that will really help you. And also, even if you do badly, it doesn't matter because you get some feedback right now, right? You get some feedback and then you can improve. So try, do your very best to keep within the deadline. Okay, that's one. Next, the number 2, the length of the entire assignment should not exceed 3,000 words. Should not exceed, not N-O-T, right? So I'm emphasizing this point because when I say 3,000 words, I mean 3,000. You cannot submit 3,001. Cannot. If you submit 3,001, you will be penalized because some students, I'm not sure why, they come back to me in other classes and they say, I've submitted 3,050 words, sir. I hope you don't mind. I do mind. Because one of the things you learn in an MBA class is to take instruction. When your CEO tells, a CEO goes to RV, hey, RV, I want you, all right, to buy from this company 2 boats because you're a good sailor and a pilot. I want you to buy 2 boats. RV comes back the next day, sir, I already bought 3 boats. You will get sacked, okay? And you'll bankrupt the company as well. Yes or not? Cannot, okay? Cannot. So, guys.
To clarify a bit,
Can.
Prof, I want to check the 3,000 words. I assume is inclusive the cover page and also the reference, everything.
No, it doesn't cover reference. It doesn't cover appendix. It doesn't cover cover page. It's only the substance of the whole answer.
Okay.
Good. That's a good question, though.
Because turning in, normally they will calculate everything, if I'm not mistaken.
No lah. At the end of your paper, you write your word count lah.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks.
Because it's stated here, the total word count must be stated at the end. Reference, try to put as, yeah,
Back
sorry.
to the point number 2, you only stated a maximum. Do you have any minimum?
Oh, that's a very good point as well. There's no minimum, meaning to say you can also submit an assignment with 3 words. I don't know. Can. No problem. Okay, Pushpa, I don't know. I will say, Pushpa, I'll still mark. I accept one because there's no minimum. But don't try to be smart. By, say, 3,000 words, you submit 1,200. Can. If you know how to write the answer so well that you can answer it in 1,200 words, fine. But so far, nobody has been able to do that. So I think it'll be a big risk if you try to do that. So be careful a little bit. Make sure you answer the question fully. Plagiarism, I told you, be careful. You see, other classes, if you submit late, what do? They take away your marks, right? Penalize you. In my class, if you submit on time or early, I give you 1 mark extra. You see the last point? On-time assignments will get 1 extra mark. Azlina, did you get this in any other class?
No.
Thank you very much. All of you may clap now.
Prof, later Azlina will get A++.
Y'all,
because extra 1 point already.
All the favors I do, nobody even bother to clap. But never mind. The point is, submit on time. There's incentive. There's not just a disincentive. And by the way, just to let you know, the way I mark is different. No? When I mark the paper, when I first see your paper, I've already given you 100 marks. 100 marks. Full marks. And then when I start to read your paper is when you start to take away the marks. So, Azlina, don't blame me. Don't blame me. It's you. I gave you the marks. Even now, as I look at you, all of you got 100 marks. Yogini, are you happy? You just got 100 marks. Full marks for all your assignments.
I'll be more happy if you don't deduct it, sir.
No, you're not listening. I told you I never deduct. You deduct your own marks. I give you I give you an example, Arvi. I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you, The student write the paper, how, the start of the paper is the references. Ashkin, below you write the assignment, where will your references be?
Last kali, Prof. Last kali.
Last kali. And if the person put in the front, what do? You will ask this question. Should I use it? You should ask this question whether I should ask Pushpa's husband to lend me his gun to shoot him in the head or in the... Azlina, betul tak? How can? You tell me lah. You see, Yogini, that's the example I'm giving you. So just do the right thing. I don't... I tell you, you know, Yogini, when I first started this teaching, after I retired, I started teaching. I had a full head of hair. Azlina, my hair, tebal, no, a lot. More than Arvi's hair when I first started teaching. And then now, Pushpa, you can see what happened. So you all please be kind to me. I'm going to be extinct at this rate. Okay, guys, everybody understand? Good. Oh, I can see the excitement in your faces. I know you all are saying, we got this, Prof. We got this. Okay, now I'm going to stop this one. I want to show you assignment number 2. Let me see. Assignment 2. Where is it?
Prof, I want to verify also with you, the report, is there any format that we need to follow or is just up to us?
It's up to you, but essentially a report should always start off with an executive summary.
Okay.
Yes, report format. Report format. And then it should have headings for all the things that you discuss. Headings and like a report as opposed to an assignment. Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. Now coming to this individual. Do you know, just to share with you, you should always have headings and break up your answer. There are some students, you will not believe, they write the answer. I'm not kidding you. From the start of the answer to the end, there's no paragraph. Have you tried reading something like that?
No.
You tried reading something like that. You cannot read, right? You cannot read, right? But really, I'm going to ask Pushpa's husband to make sure, keep that soldier rifle ready. It'll be very, very useful. I don't know lah. Okay, now I'm going to show you this one, guys. Apa tu? Assignment number 2. Assignment number 2, this is the deadline, blah, blah, blah. Everything is same. Assignment number 2 is 35%. Okay. So this one talks about, what is it about? It talks about, businesses, make recommendations and apply something innovative to a business, right? Again, the business that you identify, you can identify yourself. Okay, that is convenient for you, what you know. Okay, you are a business entity from whatever industry that you are in, right? So someone like Pushpa, maybe you can use the industry that you were in before, right? Or maybe Pushpa, you might be familiar with maid services, right? A lot of your friends want to hire maids and all that. Maybe you understand a bit more about that. You can explain about that also. Can doesn't matter anything. The point is, this one has got a breakdown, also in the report format. But this one I break it down for you in terms of what you can write, right? Background of the enterprise, target market, competitive advantage, and so on and so on and so on and so on, right? Right. So that is basically it. But this one is basically looking at more towards market innovation as to how you can improve something using. So both the assignments, the first one has got a lot to do with creativity and innovation, and it's about applying it to a business. So in that sense, there's a lot of application. So you can find that all the other terms, instructions the same. This one, the word count is 3,000 words. So also the same, we don't exceed. So the rest of things remain the same. Any questions on this? Don't worry about this. You'll be doing this as you go along. And some of you may not have questions now, but you may have questions when I meet you the next time. Then you can ask me again also. Okay. All right. Anything you're not sure about? I think that's fine. So I'll stop this one. Then,
So,
so
Prof,
we've done.
got
Yeah,
one more question. So when
yeah.
we do these both reports, is it compulsory we must use the theories that we will be going to learn in the modules or in the?
You should. You should.
Okay.
You should show. See here, guys. Chantik's got a very good question here because it goes to the key of what an MBA is. An MBA is a testing not of knowledge. So if you have a straight line, you have a straight line. So you have a straight line. This is a straight line, right? So you got knowledge here, knowledge here, and above knowledge is application, evaluation, analysis, synthesis, right? So undergraduate and maybe other studying is down here, where it's about seeing how much you know. I'm not interested in how much you know. We are interested in how you can apply it. The knowing, you must know, you must read, you must study on your own. You must know already. It's application. This is MBA is a test of that application. So a lot of students make the mistake. So for example, if I tell the student, oh, I need you to apply, in this case, they'll discuss the SWOT analysis. You know what the student does? Spends about 3-4 paragraphs explaining what a SWOT analysis, explaining to me what a SWOT analysis is. Is that useful? No, of course not. Right? You have to assume that everybody understands. Now you need to apply it to the particular organization. On that matter, since we are discussing this, I want to share something with you. I take a lot of trouble with the teaching in classes, partly because the Malaysian student, I can tell you, is as good a student as any student in the world. And I'm talking about each of you here. You are as good as any student in the world. In the class, when you do your work, don't compete. Morna cannot just compete with Yogini. Oh, I got an A, Yogini got a B. That's not useful. The competition must be, you must think, what about the student in Chicago? What about the student in Leeds in UK? What about the student in Boston who's doing his MBA on the same subject? What about a student who's in Australia? They're also doing. That is your competition. So your standard you must set very high. So in the same way, when I'm teaching you also, same applies to me as well. Okay. So that's one thing. The other thing is, so we say, oh, if you go into Harvard University, you are good now, and we don't qualify. No, no, no. You would be wrong. What is the difference between a Harvard student and a student here? I have taught in Boston. Boston, in this place called Babson College. It's called a college, Babson College, but actually they are one of the top universities in entrepreneurship in the world. They've been on top in the world for 25 years. In fact, now I think it's about 30. And they remain as college. They don't want to be university for other purposes. And, you know, you find that the students in this elite universities, the difference is that, like now you all are coming here, you are going to learn creativity and innovation. The students in those classes has already read everything before they enter the class. They've done their work. They've read the books, the journals. They've done a lot of work before they enter the class. And one of the reasons why they do that, because 30% of the marks goes to participation. So, and in one class, there are how many professors? 2 teaching one class of about 25 students. 30% of the marks goes to participation. So what does that mean? Do you mean to say the professor can remember all their names? No, can't. But he remembers their faces. So what happens is, when he asks a question, he's not teaching, he's asking a question. Every student will quickly put up their hand. They want to answer, and they want to answer well to make an impression. And after class, the professor goes back to his room. He's on his wall, he's got the pictures of the students. He puts the mark for each student from that class. And 30% can make or break you. You understand? So those students are very hardworking. So all of you can be the same. Any Malaysian student can be in those places as well. So that's the major difference, I'm telling you, because I've had the opportunity to be there, so I know how it works, right? And I will be here to try and assist you as much as possible to get you there as well, right? So it'll be quite interesting in that sense. Right, so now that we've done this, we've done the course plan and we've done the questions. The last thing I want to do with you today is one part of creative data, just a sort of introductory part. It's not too difficult. Let me see if I can find it. It must be somewhere. Oh, oh. Yeah, I got this. But before I show you that, let me show you something else. I don't know if you can hear this. Can you see the screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. Hold on. Sometimes I get confused about the control simply because we use Google Meet. Can you see?
Yep. Now can. Yeah.
Can,
Yes,
Prof.
yes.
But tell me if you can hear the sound or not. Let me press the sound. Can you hear?
Not yet.
No, I think you need to connect.
How to connect the sound now?
It should be at
Should
your
be.
speaker to allow. This one I also seldom practice it, so I can't really guide you also.
Yeah. Wait. Let me click on more. Share sound. I click on share sound. Okay, they try now. You try now,
Yes, can.
Okay, guys. So now, in the next 14 minutes and 33 seconds, I'm going to do two things with you. I'm going to show you a short video clip, and then I'm going to run through a few slides. That's about it, right? But the reason why I'm showing you this clip is because I want you to understand the awesomeness and the importance of innovation, the creative ideas and innovation, why it's important, right? And this is a real thing. So you just take a look-see so that you get an idea of how the imperative or the importance of what you're going to study. If you think that what you're studying is not important, you won't take it seriously. But if you know it's important, then you will take it seriously. So it's a very short one, this one. I think it's just a few minutes. Then you just watch this. Mona, what do you think about that?
Wow. I think from there I learned what just now Prof you mentioned about the customer pain point. Yeah. So I see the pain point as if the one way, road is that. Then Samsung come up with something that I think, yeah, very powerful.
Isn't it interesting, isn't it? It's using an existing technology, but using it in a different way. And Pushpa, what do you think? Is a good idea?
Yes, good idea.
Good idea. Why? Why is it a good idea?
For me, it's when it's driving, right? So it's safety for others. I feel like okay, wow.
Exactly right. Wow, and exactly what you said is correct. And we need it on Malaysian roads, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yes.
I mean, it's very sad if you look at what's happening, right? And how this is a combination of creativity and innovation, right? So now that you've got the picture of that, now let me take you through. Let me take you through. That's a nice introduction to what we're going to do today. What I'm going to show you, just a few slides and give you an idea. So we're going to look at creativity and innovation as a basic starter, right? Start so that give you a better idea. Very short, guys, not very long. You know why today's class is a bit long? Because I was introducing the course plan, all that. I just want to tell you upfront, my classes are very short. Mona, I know you're disappointed, you want to see me for a long time, but it's very, very short in the sense that it will finish in about, all right, RV, about 33 minutes and 14 seconds maximum. That's the maximum. It will not be very long, okay? Part of the reason is because, did you know, Chante, statistically speaking, the attention span of a student correlates directly with their age. Chante, how old are you?
39.
What?
39.
39 minutes is the maximum Chante can concentrate. After that, he's gone. His mind is gone somewhere else, right? Ashikin worse, probably can only concentrate for 22 minutes.
If you said like that, I cannot sleep tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Pendek sangat tu, Prof.
Whatever it is. So can you imagine when you teach an undergraduate class, you have to be fast. But you know what happens? Many of the lecturers were teaching 2.5 hours. Nonsense. Nonsense. The student is gone. The student is gone. Right? So it correlates to the age. So we have to keep it short and interesting. Don't waste people's time. Right? On top of that, I can only concentrate for about, 39 minutes? Y'all, I'm watching to see who's laughing. I'm going to deduct marks, okay? Y'all are supposed to say, yeah, sir, correct, sir.
So actually, I compliment you because
We off camera like this, Prof.
Off camera. Oh, no. Okay, guys, the last bit, just the last bit, please bear with me, right? And by the way, in my class, I don't want you to, except for certain things, you take notes, but when I do the slides, or don't take notes, because I will give you the slides, right? You don't have to worry, be up on Xerox, okay? So, so that in class, whenever I'm showing you something, I want you to listen, and I want you to reflect. But that means that you really say, hey, this is real. Last time I worked in that place, this is apply, right? How real is it? So, because we must learn something that's real. Mona, don't learn something that's from the textbook, some theory that doesn't apply. Nonsense. Don't waste my time. Okay? We want to learn something real that you can use in your workplace, and that will be good learning for you. Okay? So that's basically how it should be. So just sit back, relax, take a deep breath. And we're going to look at this one. The important thing that this is a quote actually from Peter Senge, a very famous guru or whatever of management. And he said, if you stop learning, you become history. Learning is important, right? Constant changes. It's always the case. You never lose out on anything, all right? So if you look at this picture here, for example, the funny thing is this is a very old picture actually. And somebody drew this a long time ago, a few thousand years ago. And it was a time when there's no such thing as machines, but still somebody drew it. How did they do that? It's because of imagination. But today, if you talk about robots, it's happening, isn't it? Robots and all these things, it's happening, right? So when people imagine things, so sometimes they can make it happen. Imagination is very, very important, right? Especially young children. Let them imagine, let them dream, let them watch movies. Their imagination will improve and their creativity will then improve as well. Okay, so this is the point we're making, right? So I put some points here about creativity. What is it, right? The funny thing about creativity is many people think that creativity means something new. No, it's not something new. It's a combination of all elements, right? Creativity is can you see here, is the juxtaposition of ideas. Juxtaposition means putting two ideas together. Putting two ideas together, right? So your handphone, for example, is a very creative piece of machine. Why? Because they put the radio in there, they put the TV in there, isn't it? They put all these things that you already know about what. You know what the video is actually just a TV, right? In there, the speaker system, everything, right? So creativity is a juxtaposition of ideas which were previously thought to be unrelated. Unrelated things being brought together. So creativity doesn't mean it has to be something totally new. But by bringing together, you create a new thing. So this is how you might want to understand it. So if you're writing an answer, you need always to have a definition of creativity and later a definition of innovation as well, right? There'll be a good start to your answer. The other thing is, everybody says that, oh, I'm not a creative person. I'm an operational person, right? The thing is, there's no such thing as only one person has to be creative. For example, if you went into an advertising agency, there'll be a receptionist at the front. Then you tell her, are you a creative person? She said, no, I'm not a creative person. We have a creative director. He's very creative, he or she, very creative. How come? The reason why the creative director in an advertising agency is the creative person, it's because he does it every day. You understand? Whereas the person who is an accountant or the receptionist, he or she is not thinking about that, right? So it's about who you are. It's about what, it's not about who you are, it's about what you do. So if you think creatively every day, you make it a practice, you become good at it. What you do every day, you get good at, isn't it? For example, if you ask me to sail a ship or a boat or whatever, I can't. But if you ask Arvi, he'd do it. Yes or no, Arvi? He'd do it. Arvi would do it because he enjoys it, he likes it, he's passionate about it perhaps. He does it all the time, so he can do it. Does that mean that I can never do it? Not necessarily. Okay, so what you do every day, you get good at. So all of us can be creative as well. Just remember that. An important precondition, right? You have to love what you're doing. Only if you love what you're doing, you do it every day. If you don't enjoy it, you don't do it, then you get bad at it. Unfortunately, that's just the truth, right? So creativity is a skill that can be developed, you can learn, and it's a skill, okay? So that's all about creativity. The next is we talk about innovation, right? Innovation is about taking new ideas to satisfy customers. That means innovation makes it real. For example, if let's say Azlina knows how to make, how should I say, Azlina designs a pen. Azlina designs a pen, a writing pen. Azlina, the pen you design will never run out of ink. She's got a pen there also. Her pen, Azlina's pen will never run out of ink. She created this pen, a pen that will never run out of ink. Who will want to buy? Mona, will you buy the pen from Azlina?
No interest. Why? Why? Because I like changes. I like to change new pen.
Yeah, but okay, you buy other pen now, but then you can buy this one pen that'll never run out of ink. At least you have one pen at home that'll never run out of ink. Isn't that good? I'm sure sometimes you write at home, suddenly no pen, no ink. Pushpa, we don't talk to Morna because she's very cheap. We talk to Pushpa. Pushpa, will you buy the pen from Azlina or not? She got the pen will never run out of ink. Will you buy from her now?
No.
Why? Why?
They have lots of money to spend.
No, but my question, she's selling a pen. Pushpa, the pen will never run out of ink. Would you buy it from her?
I want something special.
Yeah, it's a special pen.
What kind of special?
It will never run out of ink.
Run out?
Yeah.
How I can write?
I said it will never run out of ink. That
Probably
means
because that is not our pain, you see, Prof.
not your what?
It's not our pain point. Like,
Because,
you know?
No, I think
no.
I think, I mean, my personal opinion, I think because it's our belief, we believe it doesn't exist yet. I mean, because we know the pen is really needed ink. I mean, I'm not sure. This is my opinion. That's why some people cannot accept it.
Ashkin, the building is not tall enough. If I jump, I may not die. So if you're not talking about pain, we're not talking about your belief. We're talking about cost. Nothing. We're just talking about a pen, normal pen that will never run out of ink. Arvi, I don't know. I don't talk to sailors. I don't talk to you. Arvi, the pen, Azlina came up very creative. She came up with a pen. The pen the ink will never run out. You 10 years, 20 years, your grandchildren write also the ink will not. Would you buy such a pen? Wouldn't it be useful?
Depending on the price, Prof.
I'm not talking about the price. I'm just saying, would you get this pen from her? Would you buy it? The price is a separate issue.
We'll buy
Huh?
We'll buy, Prof, but probably we'll misplace and have to buy again also.
I don't know, Ajante. What do I do, Ajante?
No, I think because
don't think. Stop thinking. Stop thinking. Chante, I ask you a question. Azlina has a pen. Azlina, can you please show her the pen? There. This pen, you can get a lot of one pen. But she made a pen that the ink will not run out. Just like a normal pen, but the ink will not run out compared to other pens. Would you buy it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Askin?
I will definitely buy because I think it's very useful. I can just bring anywhere and I like pens without, stopping ink totally when I'm in the midst of writing.
Good, very good. Finally, some rationale in this.
I would change my perspective, provided if let's say I have more detail, like for example, it's only the ink, but then the body, you can change the body part, you can change everything, but the ink itself is, yeah.
Now my head is hurting. There's too many things.
There's innovation, Prof. What you mentioned, innovation to make it suit to the customers.
It's worrying when you start using words which you have not fully understood yet. Let me just tell you, listen to me. Okay, first exclusion clause. No one's allowed to think. I will think for you. You just listen. Okay, coming back to the same story. Now I'm only talking to Chan and Ashkin. I'm not talking to the rest. Aslina's pen. Aslina's pen, she offers the pen because she's so capable as an engineer, whatever. She's come up with a pen that will not run out of ink. Then we say, hey, Chan, will you buy? Chan said yes. Ashkin said yes. Makes sense because won't run out of ink, so good. That's her creativity. Come up with something like that. Amazing, right? But now comes the cost. Now Chan and Ashkin would ask, so how much? So Asna says, oh, but this pen, because you can write in your first generation, then Chan's son, grandson also can use the pen, great-great-grandson also can use the pen. But you know what? It costs 1 million ringgit. 1 million ringgit. How now? Now I go back to Chan and ask the question, Chan, will you buy this pen?
No.
Chan said no. Ashkin, will you buy this pen?
1 million ringgit, if I'm Najib to Razak, maybe I would consider lah. So,
Hey, hello, no.
1 million doesn't make sense. Like, it depends on who the target market is lah. If you're targeting to the affluent, the ultra net worth, maybe they would consider lah. But if like to the masses, then 1 million doesn't
You see,
make sense.
Chan, I asked one simple question. I asked it about her. She's bringing in all the different demographics, the T20, T10, T1. She's bringing all this into the story, Jolo, all. No. I don't discuss politics and all this. Not in my class.
Bro, I think because all of us are taking the majoring in the entrepreneurship. So yeah, and in a way it's entrepreneur. So everyone is thinking like, is it make sense? Like how to make money? Is it suit to the market segment or not?
Prof,
Yeah, that's the reason, Prof. You cannot.
By the way, have you all done the entrepreneurship course? No entrepreneurship. Do you have?
No, this is my first subject related with the entrepreneurship.
Oh, but will you have a course called entrepreneurship?
It's majoring. I mean, there are 3 subjects related with entrepreneurship. I have to check back what's the three subjects.
You definitely come in front of me again for sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whether it's good or bad. Don't think about it so much. So anyway, but don't worry lah. You come to my class, I will jaga you. Don't worry. So anyway, the reason why I give such an outlandish example, because one is the issue of creativity, which is what Asina came up with in a sense. The other, innovation is the ability to bring something to market. You notice that the pen idea all very good, but to bring it to market, whose market? Market is Chan, is Ashikin, their market. You say 1 million can, you can be how, whatever. That's innovation is about that. You understand? Bringing it to market. So you find that there are a lot of scientists out there. Oh, fantastic scientists, but they're very poor. Very poor. I know a guy who's an inventor here in Malaysia, near Klang some more. Inventor. But he's a very poor guy. You know why? Because he sucks at entrepreneurship and is hopeless at innovation. But he's an inventor. That guy can take a German machine and replicate and make using simple tools and make the same machine here. Crazy guy. He's just like that. But he drives a car that's always wet. You know why? Because the windows don't work. He's an inventor. He's a brainy guy. But so guys, the reason why I raise this is so that I'm trying to impress upon you that innovation is about taking new ideas through to satisfied customers. That's called innovation. So sometimes when you listen to our politicians talk, when they read the speech, they simply use the word innovation left, right, and center. Actually, it's not the meaning at all. Right? Innovation is challenging, right? It's making things work. Okay. So I want you to know that it's a conversion of new knowledge into products and services that people want. Right? So you invent something, but is it usable? Is it flying car? Can the industry make flying cars? Yes, it can. But is it at the price that can work? Can it meet the policy requirements? licensing requirements, all those things. So a lot of things. So it's very challenging. Okay. So this is how we need to understand it, guys. The process by which entrepreneurs convert opportunities into marketable ideas. So innovation is more than just a good idea. So when you answer your assignment question, the question is asking you, where is the innovation in this idea? So what are you supposed to answer? You are supposed to answer, can it be marketable? Can it go to satisfied customers? So it's not just an idea, it's much more than that. So it's very, very challenging, right? So guys, you need to understand it that way. So this is the point that we're trying to make, right? If you want to make, this is innovation. Is it innovation? You make ice cubes. I know Pushpa is thinking where to buy this, right? Pushpa, I also have no idea. Anyway, innovation is about creating value and increasing efficiency. Adding value, right? Sangat penting, right? One of the first things you need to learn is you need to add value, the V word, always adding value, right? Very, very important. And that goes towards solving the customer's pain as well. Sources of innovation, where will innovation come from? Oh, many places. Incongruities, when things don't work, industry changes, and so on and so on. When something doesn't work, people come up with new ideas how to solve it, isn't it? So that's where innovative ideas spring from. Usually because you're trying to solve a problem, you're trying to solve a customer's pain, right? Then you come up with an idea that can work. And innovation can apply in many areas: business innovation, organizational innovation, process innovation, technology innovation, marketing, product, and so on, right? So innovation is a term that I can apply across a whole host of factors, right? So the reason why you innovate, because you want to retain customers, solve a problem, so many reasons why people would do that. If you look at this picture here, what do you see here? What is this?
For me, it looks like a goalkeeper is catching the ball, kicking the soccer ball. So it adds like a billboard, and also I'm not sure, is it a pedestrian bridge or something like that? I can't really see clearly.
Correct. That's correct. That's a billboard, isn't it? But what are they advertising?
Should be either is maybe it's a Euro Cup or World Cup, plus maybe is related with Adidas. As I saw, Adidas is a branding.
Correct. And Adidas is a very small one there, right?
Yeah, the football, like the soccer ball. Yeah.
That's right. So they're promoting that. So the question here, there's a point. If they are doing that, they're promoting Adidas, why can't they just put a wording, Adidas, big words, right? So you find that there's a creative element in this. By making this, people notice. People notice, isn't it? So the guy in the car, can you see the car down there? The guy in the car is driving. He's on his way to the office. When he reaches the office, he will say, hey, Mona, did you see the new sign, the big sign, the football one? Then she say, oh, what? You know that one, the Adidas one? So when they do that, what does Adidas gain? Why did Adidas bother to do something creative like this?
Word of mouth advertising, Prof.
So they are getting mind share. It's called mind share, MINDSHARE. That's what Adidas is getting, mind share. But mind share, is there money in mind share? No, isn't it?
It's a subconscious marketing. Is where you relate the soccer with Adidas. So whenever something related with soccer, you will think about Adidas first as a priority to buy the product. I believe so.
No, that's correct. You're absolutely correct. First, you have to come up with a creative idea. That's one, right? And all you get from that is mind share. And you're right, because Adidas is in people's head. Right? Okay, fine. That's mind share. Mind share is nothing, it's cost to me. So now Because Mona heard about it, Mona saw it. So now Mona says, the husband complain, hey, I think you're putting on weight. Better you go and exercise. Actually, it's the other way around. Normally, it's the wife who tells the husband. The husband never tell the wife. The husband never tell the wife because he's scared. Okay. Chan, are you married?
Sensitive lah, cannot tell.
Experience
So always the wife will tell the husband, hey, you need gonna exercise. Go ahead. Ari, are you married? Arvi, are you married? He don't want to reveal.
Not yet. No, not married.
That, my friend, is a true sailor. That's a true sailor. He's not married. Good for you. All of us, me and Chante, all admire you. We admire you. You know why? Because he's got a girlfriend in every port.
No lah, bro.
We'll talk about that later. Anyway, coming back to this one. Hey guys, please, whenever I talk about something else, you all remind me and say, sir, we're discussing this. I have a tendency to go to very far away, be careful. So my point is this, okay, listen carefully. So Mona, coming back to the story of Mona. So Mona heard about this, I think, then she tell the husband, hey, the husband also saw the sign, they must keep the story clear. Husband also saw the sign, Adidas, blah, blah, blah. She told him about it. Then after 3 months, Mona told the husband, you know, you're putting on weight, not healthy, your blood pressure, blah, 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 everything. You better go and exercise. Then the husband say, okay, exercise, but buy shoe, how to run, this road, this Sabah here, a lot of jungle. Sorry, KK, no jungle. I exaggerate. And also, guys, Lisa, I'm prone to exaggeration, so please take it with a pinch of salt. So anyway, so he need new shoe. Later, I'll tell you my story of shoes. That one will remind me later. So he goes to the store and he will see in the store, sports store, but got Nike, got Adidas, got Asics, got Hoka, got so many brands, Puma. Yes or not? Many brands. Right? So Mona's husband goes and look for the shoe. This shoe, that shoe, this shoe, that shoe, this shoe, that shoe. And also, of course, he look at Adidas as well. Right? And then finally, he buys a pair. And it is Adidas. Okay. He likes it. He bought it. Now he goes to the cashier. The minute he pays the cashier, cling, cling, only then does Adidas have market share. Do you understand? So guys, the distance between creativity, then you got mind share and market share. You see how difficult it is? It is very difficult. It is very challenging, which is why many small companies will fail. It's very hard to do that. Okay, but how did it start? It started with some sort of creativity. Because if they see a normal sign, they just didn't bother. But coming back to the story of shoes, I tell you, my wife has told me before to go and exercise, but after knowing me for a while, she's very scared to recommend anything to me. You know why? Whenever I get involved in the sports, I will buy all the expensive equipment. Sure, I will buy. I tell you once, I decided to play tennis. I buy the most expensive racket, Chan, the most expensive racket, the most expensive shorts, branded. I buy the whatever tennis balls. Because you know why? I'm a sucker for the advertising. I always see the advertising, wow, look very good, the guy, the way he played, everything. And I believe that the equipment makes a difference. I have not learned, only after a while I learned that actually it's not the equipment, it's the player. Actually, I'm no good. But I always buy the expensive equipment. So my wife, Chan, gets very scared whenever I take up a new sport. I took bowling. I bought expensive ball, shoes, everything, and then failed. I did tennis, I failed. Badminton, I failed. Now I'm into running. If you go into, I'm not kidding you, you go into my house where the shoes are, there are a few thousand, at least $8,000 to $9,000 worth of shoes in there. Because when you go and buy the shoe, you see, Lisa, you see the poster, wow, the guy flying, literally. Don't feel the ground, feel the wind. Nonsense, Ashikin, it's all nonsense. They lie to you. They lie to you. But when you buy that expensive shoe and you run, it's damn hard. It's still hard. It's just horrible. But the darn thing is, every time I go and buy a shoe, I still fall for it. I still fall for it. I believe that the more money I pay, I will become a better runner. And unfortunately, that is not true. Okay. I'm sure you all are better than me. I'm a hopeless sports person. I was never good at sports. My mother would just be upset with me. You know why? Because my neighbor, whenever they come back from sports day, our school is nearby, primary school, come back sports day, they got trophy, this, that. I always come back with my sweat only, that's all, nothing more. I only bring back my sweat. Cannot win anything. Really horrible. I had a horrible life. I hope you all empathize with me. It's very sad. So now I make up for it by buying expensive sports equipment, which still I've yet to achieve anything. But never mind. That's my sad story. You don't have to feel the same. So innovation comes in many forms, right? In terms of you needing to add value, you need to create new markets and things like that. All right. So you've got product innovation, of course. You've got process innovation, improving processes within factories or manufacturing plants, increasing efficiencies and so on, right? So now that we've talked about that, let's compare innovation versus creativity. So guys, this is important. Creativity is coming up with ideas. Innovation is bringing ideas to life, what I told you just now. So this is very important for your assignment because your first assignment talks about this right now, asking you to discern or to show the difference, right? So if you're creative, coming up with new ideas is good, but sometimes those ideas are not practical, right? So innovation is taking it making it happen, right? Finding the customer or the market. Is this an innovative product? What do you think? Is it useful?
Okay, let's go back to just now the definition. Can I just would like to confirm a bit? Like previous one, we understand that creativity is like combining the old and the new. It not necessarily like be a new idea, right? It's a not newborn. It's like a combination of two. Where innovation is like a totally new idea.
No.
It's a new start, new idea. No.
No. I'm glad you raised that question. It's a good one. Creativity, they say, is sometimes creativity can be something totally new. I mean, never imagined before, but usually, oftentimes, it's bringing together two things together and making it, and then it becomes something new right now. Innovation doesn't really matter so much about the idea, but it's about taking that and making it marketable. So the example I used with Azlina and her pen. She's very creative. She came up with this idea of a pen. We can write forever and ever, which Mona didn't even want to buy. Never mind. But is it an innovative idea? No. Is it innovation? No. Why? Because the cost is 1 million. The cost is 1 million. So it's not marketable. Too few people will want it. Too few people can afford it. So it's always this challenge. Great ideas, fantastic, but is it workable? Maybe not. Right. So does that answer your question, Mona?
Yes, Prof. Yep.
So that's one way to think about it. So something like this, I don't know what the hell this is. But this thing actually, you won't believe it'd be useful for my mother. Because my mother, we gave her a phone, the normal handphone, the normal handphone like this. But my mother is shouting into the phone now. She's worried that nobody can hear her. She doesn't realize that she's used to the old type of phone or the type of phone. So when she's on the small phone, she'll be shouting. So I always tell her, look, Ma, don't shout. They can hear you. I'm going to be my... I don't know. So keeping up with technology. New hairstyles, fancy hairstyles, different hairstyles, innovation, creativity, right? So then now let's compare innovation and invention. So invention is the creation of a new concept. I know. Invention. Innovation is reducing that concept to practice and making it a commercial success. Right? To invent something, right? So creativity is more towards like putting things together. It might be something new, but you're still putting it together. But invention, totally new, right, in a sense. And then innovation is, again, the same. Bringing it to practice, making it workable, right? That is why you find that if you are involved in entrepreneurship, one of the things they will ask you about your product is the proof of concept. Proof of concept. So Mona, let's say Mona comes up with a way to make a special curry puff. Wow, she said this curry puff are very good, very special. If I'm going to invest in a business, I ask her, hey Mona, where's your proof of concept? So what does that mean? That means Mona must bring the actual customer who's tried her curry puff, and I don't mean her husband or her mother or her son or people who are kind to her, total strangers. And they must say, yes, I don't know who made this curry puff. I have no idea, but very good, very different. Proof of concept. So that's something like that. In China is even more amazing. By the way, I taught entrepreneurship in China. Since you all say you all are entrepreneurship students, I'm very interested. I taught entrepreneurship in Beifang National University. Beifang National University is in the center part of China, northern center part. It's pretty cold. And there are a lot of professors there. They specialize in entrepreneurship as well. Yeah. So it's quite interesting. But their idea, you know what they do? Their proof of concept. They will tell the student, okay, now you got this idea. Next 1 week, you don't come to class. You take your idea, go and stand in the square, the village square, put your table, whatever you want there, and now you offer it to customers. Actual people. And then after 1 week, you come back, we talk again. You see? So what are they trying to do? They're trying to do innovation, isn't it? They're trying to see whether the market likes it. It's no point me liking it. I'm your teacher. No point your mother like it, because your mother loves you. She like everything. She doesn't want to hurt your feelings, right? No. Mothers are the worst people to test your ideas on, right? Or your family members. It must be total strangers. Okay. So this is something that you can think about. So that's invention and innovation. Innovation and science. Science is the conversion of money into knowledge. Why? Because you do research, you gain knowledge. Innovation is the conversion of knowledge into money. See the point? Innovation is a conversion of, knowledge into money. So innovation is about what? Making money, isn't it? Research, academics spend money. See the difference? Does that make sense, Chan?
Yes, Prof. Then just curious. So if let's say you successfully use an innovation or an idea on a business model in the particular industry A, and you in a way copy that business model in the industry A and apply in industry B, and you're also successful, is it considered still an innovation in that industry?
That question, you must enter my entrepreneurship class now. That's a classic question. I wish I had time to answer you. I love to.
I just put an example like co-sharing, like Airbnb, they don't own the house, they use it, the platform, blah blah. Then same with the
all this
Grab,
can be answered. You just need to know two people, Schumpeter and Kerzner. Schumpeter and Kerzner are Austrian economists. One is the Schumpeterian approach, the other one is the Kerznerian approach. If I teach you this, Chan, I tell you, Chan, when you sit down in Starbucks with your MBA, so-called MBA from other university, then they talk about business, then you will lean back and say, you know what? I think that's a Schumpeterian approach. Hey, I tell you, they all fall down. They cannot even begin. They will look at you in a different light. They will say, they call you Professor Chan after that. Really? I'm not kidding you. Why? Because they never even heard that word, Schumpeterian. You must learn all these tricks from me. Then you blow the minds of your friend. Not only minds of your friend, other lecturers also. They all bluff one, right? I'm the only real one. So Aslina knows because I helped her to invent a pen, so she knows. So Aslina, but it's true.
Thanks,
but
Prof,
sorry,
for the spelling. Yeah, I don't know how to spell.
Spell what?
The bus Schumpeterian and also
how
to spell. I really don't have idea.
Wait, hold on. No, let's try this. I tell you, annotate. I click annotate. Then I click this one. But if I have if you have an entrepreneurship class, I must teach you. I must, because okay, I spell his name as. I must warn you, my writing is very good. You look up this guy. I'm writing on a flat screen, slippery. I'm writing it there. So it's called Schumpeter. Can you see? Schumpeter, that is the Schumpeterian Austrian approach. Okay, that's one. He was the first one. And the second one is this guy. Let me just put this down for you. R, like this. N, E, Kerzner. Kerzner is also another Austrian economist, and he took the Kerznerian approach, as it were. This is not the class to go into that, unfortunately, because if you do that, Lisa will fall asleep, Pushpa will be upset, and RC will want to go out and get married. So let's not go there, guys. So Chan, okay, Chan, you check out, but definitely, Chan, good question.
Thanks, bro.
I wish I could do that with you right now. Okay, so now we've got that one. Okay, let me get rid of this. The other points, guys, here is about the importance of innovation vis-a-vis entrepreneurship, as it were. Okay, I put some points here. This one is, it's written by Kevin Hindle, and he makes some very good points about understanding invention vis-a-vis entrepreneurship and so on, right? And how to transform and how to create the kind of economic value. I put some of the excerpts of whatever he's written, and you can look at that, right? And he talks about, and he writes in a very simple language. If you can get his paper, it'd be great. He talks about value creation. He talks about sustainability. He talks about innovation policy and how you can bring that about, right? How that can add economic value. And then he quotes from Levitt as well, which is, of course, very important. And then we have, and then he discerns or shows the difference between entrepreneurship, creativity, and innovation, right? and he makes some key points that you can read as well. As I've given that to you. So you need entrepreneurship, you need to have invention, you need to have creativity for it to come together in order to make innovation happen. So innovation is in my opinion, that is the thing that is critical for all of this things that you come together to make innovation happen, right? And I put these points here not to go through with you, but for you to read, and it's already up on your Urox. Yeah, so the blend of it. So if you want to read more on that, you can go ahead and go do that. And you'll find that the consideration of creation, of creativity and innovation is brought to bear when we think about how people misunderstood the value of new technologies, right? I'll give you some examples here just to highlight my point, right? So heavier than air flying machines are impossible, right? And people said that at one time, and today you have it. You have airplanes all over the place. Then you got computers, right? Well, the chairman of IBM himself said that, right? So all of this goes back to what? It goes back to the ability to think creatively and to think out of the box, which surprisingly, people who are involved in the business were not able to. So that is why sometimes it is important to bring people from outside. So when you're doing the assignments later on, a good idea for you is to get different people's viewpoint on what you are writing in your answer. Right now, for example, RV has always been a sailor and piloting boats. Yeah, fine. He knows a lot about it, that's for sure. But if RV writes the answer, it'll be one way. But RV can go and say, hey, Chan, I'm saying this, and I think this is very creative. What do you think? Chan is not a sailor at all. But Chan will have a different idea, isn't it? Chan will say, no lah, this lah, that lah. Then I will start to think. So always doing that. So for those of you who don't have RV and Chan there, Mona can ask her husband. Pushpa can ask the soldier. Lisa can ask the husband who camouflage for her just now. Y'all, don't do that. Next week, y'all, Lisa, you just taught them a very naughty thing. Next week, the camera will be off, and I think it's Mona. Happily, I'll be saying Mona.
No, this is a one-off thing. I just read today. I didn't know I'd let out the secret so easily.
No, don't worry. Guys, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, of course. It doesn't matter. After all, you
so
have
it's all right if I did it again next week?
You don't tell, you off the screen, no one knows.
It'll be so much easier for me.
Maybe I teach you also, you do some voice recording, then your husband, anything, just play the voice recording. Then somehow you will bypass.
Hey, Chan, I just told Lisa, don't teach the wrong things to the student. Now you are helping them to do this. Don't do that. All of you, please do not do that. But if you cannot, doesn't matter. The recording is there. You can have a look later on. Don't worry.
Will it affect any... I know it will not affect the attendance because I could still get in, but then again, will it affect anything else like, extra, whatever extra marks that, each lecturer might just have?
You see, we have what is known as attendance and participation. 5 marks. 1 mark goes to attendance. So if you attended all 6 classes, so you only get 1 mark. In other words, if you come there, don't on your camera, put your bench, your chair will get 1 mark. Ask it. I'm like that. I'm very fair. If the chair sit there, the bangku, whatever you put there, will get 1 mark. Your kuching also can. You off the camera, put your kuching there. Okay. The other 4 marks is the participation marks. Now, what do I mean by participation marks? Participation marks means when I tell a joke, whether you laugh or not. You must understand one thing.
Oh, no, that's easy. Yeah. We can just have a voiceover of AI doing it. It would sound really very beautiful.
Listen, you all have to learn to be smart. Whoever's marking your paper, if they tell a joke, you must laugh. If the joke is not funny, you must laugh louder and make them happy. And Mona,
done my part for the day already.
But that's why I don't trust many of you. Whenever something funny happens, I see you all laughing. I say, yeah, not funny, so you laugh lah, just because I'm. Aslina, are they doing that? You think? Are they laughing at my jokes for the sake of laughing?
I have no idea.
We are
You have no
genuine
idea.
people, Prof.
Mona said genuine people lah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
lah,
we're
Mona.
very genuine. We are
That means-
laughing really, really at your jokes. Very
I tell you,
genuine.
when Mona said that, immediately I don't believe her at all.
You should say we are all adults, huh?
Mona is trying to save her friends. So anyway, okay. Hello. Come back to the class lah. We are learning about one thing. You all talk about other thing. Personal computer. Ken Orson from DEC said that there's no place for computers. The phone, for example. So a lot of these people in the same industry didn't have the idea, they were not imaginative enough to think, right? All right, television, right? People get tired of staring at plywood box. And today, everybody's spending so much money on televisions, right?
No,
Yeah,
Prof,
it's horrible.
nowadays it's on the phone already. TV very less also in a way.
No lah, no lah. You, because your TV is a box lah. People got smart TV lah now. The TV is like the tablet already. Everything is there. By the way, I know a lot about this TV because I have to buy one for my son who's getting married. Do you know, my son, I have provided him with education. Okay, education. Apartment I buy, right? Now I'm outfitting the apartment. The renovator is going on now in his apartment, renovating the apartment. Then how I know about TV? Because my wife said must buy the TV, must buy the fridge, must buy the kitchen utensils, must do the renovation setup for the kitchen. Everything I'm doing. You know, I told my wife, you know, when we never had all this, you know, even education we pay our own. This joker paid for everything, education, house provided, car provided, everything. He's never had to buy a single thing in his life, and he's going to get married some more.
Are you planning on adopting more children? We don't mind being on the list.
You know, it's so, and then on top of that, I've organized a business model for him, you know, to do something. Already started already. And he makes about 3,000-4,000 even now while he's studying, you know, like that. So, and my wife is very smart, you know. At first she said, oh, education. Then slowly, where he going to stay? She say like that, no. So I say, okay, fine. Take the apartment, just take it, you know, because I'm busy, you know. I'm marking students' papers, your papers. So then she said, how? No fridge, how? No, where? Food also cannot put anywhere. How? Then the cooking, then the this, then the that. Suddenly, I'm doing everything, and then I'm getting poor.
Untung apa of your son, very lucky.
No, my son's not lucky. I'm unlucky. That's the difference.
An only child?
My wife, I got two. And my wife wants to do everything. I said, this is not the way. You must let them do on their own. He's still staying in my house, you know. And the only reason, marriage also, we have to push. Because the reason why I'm getting Pushpa, I'm getting him married. You can learn from this, Pushpa. I'm trying to get him out of the house. He doesn't want to go. Why? Because everything's taken care of in the house. He stays in my room. Everything he's got everything. And I'm trying to get him out. And one of the ways to get him out is to get him married. But it's costing me. Ashkin is costing me terribly. You know, it's horrible. It's a nightmare. It's not. Chan, be careful, all of you. You all look at me, yeah. Especially the ladies, RC, we don't talk, he's not married. Chan, all these ladies, yeah. That they will do the same thing, you know, to the husband. No? They will say, what about him lah? How lah? They will take care. And the poor husband work lah, poor thing. Very sad lah. Very sad. What to do? Chan, this is our life, Chan. Just let you know.
That's why I want to choose entrepreneur. At least can do more things.
Chan, you're You're a good man, Lachan. You're a hardworking good man, right? Very, very hardworking good man, but I'm not sure why we're talking about that. Okay, movies with sound. Warner Brother, Joker said this, and everything lah. So guys, that's it. We're done. We are done. We are done. Any questions? So today's class was a bit long. I'm very sorry. I do apologize. We did the course plan. We did the questions. We covered the key areas of innovation, creativity, and so on. You should start doing. As of maybe not today, because I have a class and after this, tomorrow I will try to, if not today, tomorrow I'll upload many things into your UROC. So just look at your UROCs and do it. And like I told you before, guys, in my class, here's the thing. In my class, listen carefully. You must never have to worry about the assignment. If you worry about the assignment, then I have failed, right? I worry about the assignment. I worry about how you do it. That's my problem. Your job is to come for class, laugh at my not funny jokes, and submit the assignment. And then I will help you to fix it. If any problem, I will fix it. Okay, that's how we're going to work. If ever in my class a student ever says, oh, I'm worried about the assignment, I will feel sad because then I have not done my job. Okay, so it's all designed in such a way to make sure that you succeed for sure. Okay, so try and look at the assignment, and next week we will look at it again in detail, assist you as you go along, and before you know it, you would have completed.